Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Team Thor. We are so glad to have you on our team this year. We're going to be going over our Team Thor virtual orientation. My name is Mr. Thompson. I will be your social studies teacher this year. In this photograph, I am the second one on the left. I am also the oldest teacher on Team Thor. I'm not going to tell you exactly how old I am, but I'll just tell you when I was your age, the Cincinnati Reds had just won their last World Series championship the previous season. And I believe it was right around the time that the World Wide Web was invented. So that tells you how old I am. You're probably going to hear me several times this year refer to myself as a technology dinosaur. But I've been learning a lot of new technologies this year. I'm so excited to be using Chromebooks and hopefully a lot of different types of technology. And I really just can't wait for the school year to start. I should also point out in this picture, it was taken before the pandemic, so that's why you do not see us socially distancing. All right, let's talk a little bit about synchronous learning. So synchronous learning is going to be a lot different than what we experienced in the spring with NTI. It's going to look completely different, I should say. So basically, each class is going to occur at the same time each day. So you're going to run the same schedule. And it's not like in the spring where you could maybe sleep in a little bit, do your work in the evening or whenever you wanted. You're really going to run a true schedule and log in at the same time each day. So you are expected to be logging into Schoology during each class time. Now, the way that instruction will be delivered to you will look a lot different as well. So there's going to be a lot of different types of technologies that we're going to use. We'll have live discussions, streamed lessons, pre-recorded lessons. Some of your activities will be independent. Some will be group types of activities, although oftentimes virtually. And you're going to learn a lot about the technologies that we're going to use here in this video. All right, let's talk about our sixth grade schedule for this year. Actually, let me rewind a little bit. Our sixth grade schedule for the first 2 weeks. So again, our sixth grade schedule for the first 2 weeks, September 14th through the 25th. So while everyone's doing the all virtual learning, this is the schedule that we're going to run. I would highly suggest that you go ahead and pause this video and write this down and then keep it next to your computer, especially the first couple weeks of school. Now, let me clarify. If after the first couple of weeks, then it's decided that we are going to go into our hybrid learning situation, then our schedule is going to be different after that. And we will certainly send that schedule out to you. But for the first 2 weeks of school, this is the schedule that we're going to run. So your first 4 periods are your core classes. You have a nice long lunch break. And then your 5th and 6th periods, those are your encore classes. Now, let's talk a little bit about the expectations with this schedule. So you are expected to log in to each class at least 5 minutes before it starts. So that's going to give you plenty of time to look over the expectations for that class. And just know that each class might be a little bit different and each day might be a little bit different. So for example, for one class, you might have a Google Meet session that starts immediately. And maybe in your next class, you're doing an independent bell ringer activity that you're going to submit through Schoology. So it could look different. Now, the first 5 minutes of the break time in between classes, we want you to use that time for things like restroom breaks, getting a drink, getting up and stretching, give your eyes a screen break, maybe get a quick breath of fresh air, go outside, or whatever. But use that 5 minutes wisely. The second 5 minutes of your break, that's where you need to be logged into Schoology for your next class, looking over the expectations and getting ready to go. All right. Now, this schedule, it is not flexible. So if you're working on an assignment, let's say for your first period class, and you don't finish it, when it's time for second period, you have to stop what you're doing and then log into your second period class. Okay. So again, that's what makes this a lot different than what we experienced in the spring. With lunch on this schedule, all sixth graders, regardless of team, so all sixth graders are going to have lunch from 11:45 to 12:20. Okay. So that gives you plenty of time to eat and then get ready for your first encore class, which will be at 12:24. All right. One last thing I want to talk to you about. This is the time to really start getting your body prepared and your mind prepared for what's going to take place in the fall. All right, sleep schedules. So a lot of you have probably stayed up late and slept in for the last 3 or 4 months. Okay. They say it takes at least 2 weeks to develop a new sleep habit. So right now is the time you got to start going to bed early, start waking up early, and really getting your mind and your body ready for learning. If you're old like me, it takes you probably about a month or more to really get back into that type of schedule. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Feel free to message me on Schoology or send me an email if you have any questions. And now you're going to hear from the rest of the Team Thor teachers. All right, enjoy your last couple of weeks of summer break, and I'll see you in a little while. Take care.